Hi guys, it's Steffi from the Novelty Corner and welcome back to my channel and welcome to Tome Infinity Round 4. Tome Infinity is a month-long readathon that was created by Meg from Meg's Infinite Book List, and it is a readathon that celebrates science fiction books. This round of Tome Infinity is taking place throughout the month of July. Meg is hosting and I am helping to co-host along with Sam from Sarcasm and Sci-Fi, Megan and Sue from Spinebreakers, Scott from Book Invasion and Kat from Brews and Reviews, so we will all be along for the ride with you. This time around, all of the challenges fit a map, so it is very, very casual and cruisy. You can read any challenge at any point in time. And the map itself is a colouring in map, which I think is really fantastic because colouring in is very therapeutic. And at the moment, I think lots of people need ways to just take time for themselves. So this is the map. I will leave a link to a document that you can download that has this map, as well as the social media challenge colouring map as well. I will also leave links to Meg's announcement video, as well as all of the other co-hosts, so that you can check out the additional information that you will need to complete this readathon, but we do hope that you will join in. In light of recent events, Meg has put out that she is only going to be reading Black authors for this readathon, and so have some of the other co-hosts. I'm planning on reading books by as many authors of colour as I possibly can, including Black authors and also First Nations authors. I don't know if I'll hit every challenge with one of those authors, but I will be planning on doing my very best to attempt it with what I have available to me. There are 22 reading challenges, but you can double up as many of the challenges with books as you like, and if you can find one book that hits on everything, you can even use that. Good luck to you. I would love to know what book that is if someone manages it. Every time you complete a challenge, you get to colour in a space on your map, and you also get to name that object. So it could be a planet or a celestial object. You get to create a name and basically create your own solar system, which I think is the coolest concept ever. And we were also encouraging everyone to share their TBRs and their maps and their reading on social media with the hashtag Tome Infinity Readathon. I'm going to read you the challenges. I have to look at it because there's a lot of them and my memory is not that great. So challenge 1 is Heart of the Solar System. Read a book that has fire in the name or on the cover. Challenge 2 is A Molten Planet. Be quick and read a science fiction novella. 3 is Undiscovered. Read a book that a host has rated 5 stars. Stay tuned, I will let you know some of my 5-star science fiction reads. Challenge 4 is Faster Rotations. Read a book with time-based elements such as time travel or time warps. Number 5, Shooting Star. Read a book with a star on the cover or in the title. 6, A Ringed Planet. Read a classic science fiction book. Number 7, Lone Moon. Read a standalone. Number 8, Interesting Planet. Read a book with a beautiful cover. 9, Earthoid. Read a book set on Earth. Number 10, Diverse Life Found. Read a book promoting diversity in science fiction. 11, Strange World. Read a science fiction with fantastical, mythology or retelling elements. 12, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Read a children's or middle grade book. 13, Hidden Moon. Read a book that is not talked about or is under 5,000 ratings on Goodreads. 14, Paradise. Read a book you are excited about. 15, Subplanet. Read a book that is part of a larger series. 16, A Large Planet and a Planetary System Orbiting It. Read a book that is over 500 pages. 17, Gas Giant. Read the most popular sci-fi book that you own and haven't read. 18, Armageddon. Read a book with disaster or is a dystopian. 19, Scanners Show Lots of Minerals. Read a book featuring robots or androids. 20, We're Going on a Trip. Read a book that features space travel. 21, UFO. Read a book with extraterrestrial beings. 22, The Outlier. Read a science fiction book that has been on your TBR too long. And then we have the social media map, which is actually a rocket, and every time you complete a social media challenge, you get to colour in that part of the rocket. Again, these challenges are meant to be super fun. You can share them on any social media platform that you like, and if you include the hashtag Tome Infinity Readathon, then everyone can find them. There are 7 challenges. They are super simple. The first one is to share your TBR on any platform. For the nose cone, you have to make a sci-fi mashup, so you can take any author's characters and such and create your own sci-fi story based off those elements that you have chosen. Number 2 is the body tube to build a space, and for that you have to build a spaceship out of books or any other items that you have. Number 3 is fins. And for this, you're going to make a sci-fi form of book spine poetry. So take some sci-fi books and stack them up and come up with a book spine poem. 4, engine, share your top 5 sci-fi reads. Number 5 is exhaust flames. And this is an opportunity to have a bit of fun and turn yourself into a new planetary species. So this can be done through collage or pictures or drawing or however you would like to do it. Have a little bit of fun and play around with it. And then finally, at the end, share your wrap up on any platform. I'm going to insert a clip of myself talking about 5 of my favourite science fiction reads now. First up, I have All Systems Red by Martha Wells. This is the first book in the Murderbot series. Murderbot is a sec unit, which is basically a security unit that is designed to protect researchers and whoever can pay for them when they're on off-planet missions. What we discover is that Murderbot has actually hacked its own systems and is in full control of itself, despite the company that created it thinking that they're in control of it. and it doesn't really like humans. It doesn't really want to be around them. It's got some social issues and it's constantly forced to be in proximity with humans, and they keep trying to talk to it. It doesn't get why. It also likes to watch soap operas, and then it finds itself embroiled in a bit of a disaster that goes on while it is protecting a group of researchers on a planet when they are attacked and nearly killed. There are 4 novellas in this series and a full-length novel. I will be reading the full-length novel during the readathon. All Systems Red is a fantastic place to go, especially if you want a quick and easy read. Another sci-fi novella is To Be Taught If Fortunate by Becky Chambers. This one I really enjoyed. It is about a crew of people who are on a mission to explore potentially habitable planets, and instead of terraforming the planets to be suitable for their bodies, they actually transform their bodies. Their bodies undergo changes in order to be able to survive and thrive on these planets that they're exploring. And every time they visit a planet, they send data back to Earth. And then towards the end of the novella, we find out that they've lost contact with Earth, and they have to decide whether or not they continue with their mission. Another novella is Snapshot by Brandon Sanderson. This kind of reminds me a little bit of Black Mirror. It is about 2 detectives who work within snapshots. Snapshots are taken of crime scenes. They are virtual reality replays of a crime, and the detectives go in and try and sort out what has actually happened. This was a really cool little concept that I really enjoyed. If you're looking for a YA book, Callie Black's In the Dark Spaces is a really fascinating science fiction story. Callie Black is an Australian author. It is about a young girl and her brother. And her brother is kidnapped by aliens, and she goes out of her way to find him, and she ends up amongst these aliens and having to learn their language. They don't have a way of communicating, and they need to find some common ground so that she can find her brother and get him back. He's quite young and she is the person in charge of him. And then finally, if you are a Star Wars fan, I would highly recommend Star Wars from a Certain Point of View. This is a collection of 40 short stories celebrating Star Wars: A New Hope. So episode 4. All of the short stories take place within that time span of that film, and they start from the beginning of the film all the way to the end, and they are side characters, and you see sort of some of the main players like Luke and Han and Leia, but they're not the main players in any of these stories. It's all the characters that are on the periphery of them, and it was really cool. The audiobook for this is fantastic. You've got multiple narrators for different stories. You've got a whole host of fantastic authors in here, and it was just a delightful read if you are a Star Wars fan. That is everything that you need to know about the Tome Infinity Round 4 readathon. I will potentially be showing my TBR at the start of July, so stay tuned for that. I do have books already planned out for it. A lot of things that I already have on my shelf or on my Kindle. I'm trying to make a concerted effort to read through things that I already have, but I hope that you will join in. Don't forget, all the information is linked below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye guys.